The next card you have is your current position coming into the month. Oh, I don't read them upside down. And you have the Seven of Swords. All right, so the Seven of Swords is interesting here because this is coming into the month. This is a strategic move. This is feeling like you have to strategize for some reason, like you're on the defense. So if you're single, I feel like some of you are strategizing. Maybe you've just had a crapshoot of luck with a bunch of, crappy opportunities. I hate to say that. And you're going, okay, well, I need to figure this out. Now, this is about solitude as well. And it's also about feeling like you could be deceived or manipulated. So if you're single, I feel like a lot of you have had positions in the past couple of months that are making you feel like you need to be on the defensive, that you need to really do your cross checks on people, that you've just had manipulative people. Now, for some of you, I feel like that's an energy because you have a friends with benefits situation. Although you didn't think it was friends with benefits, you thought it was materializing into something else, but they keep prolonging the fact, they told you, oh, it's great, I think we should be committed. And then there's no forward momentum. And I feel like maybe some of you have realized this month, or not this month, but the past couple of months that, hey, this is the month I get rid of the dead energy, the dead weight, the negative energy, and clean house and be in solitude until you meet somebody amazing, which there's potential here. So the one thing that I would hate to see you do is not date or not go out and meet people, because the Seven of Swords can represent being alone or being in some sort of solitude. But I feel like the majority of you know that there's somebody better out there for you. So whatever the situation is, some of you have been dating somebody and they're just being kind of lousy, or you're just meeting not very great people. You're coming into the month with this mindset, but I would you're going to get over that very quick, especially with the Ace of Pentacles here. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, this is feeling like there was some sort of manipulation. And so it may have been a recent break, or if it wasn't a recent break, you're still feeling some sort of you need some answers. You'd rather be alone than deal with their bullshit. And I hate to say it, but some of you are still getting fed a line of BS. Now, the one thing I caution here, though, is have you been so angry about the situation that even if they're telling the truth, or even if they are really trying to come in, or even if they really are trying to make things better or work on it, are you just automatically in this defense mode thinking, oh, this is just manipulation? So just be careful with that too, because for some of you, I feel like, yes, you were deceived before, and yes, there were problems, but there's a potential that they may have changed their stripes. I know that's hard and people don't change overnight, but it does feel like maybe you're just bitter a little bit about it. And I know you're going to be like, Dark Dove, I'm not bitter, they're asshole. I get it, right? General read. But for some of you out there, I think they may have actually taken a step to change. You're just in this mindset of, you screwed me over once, I'm not dealing with this anymore. The next card you have is how you're feeling coming into the month. And you have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is quick. It's forced movement. It's something that happens fast. And a lot of times it's unexpected. It's also news from afar. So very interesting. If you're single, you may be getting news from somebody coming in. You may be having somebody interested in reconciling with you as well. Like I said, the Eight of Wands is a quick movement. So, but this is an internal card. So this is in your head, or, something you're thinking internally. And I think if you're single, you're kind of I want to get rid of this shit, clean house, and get this, because this doesn't suit anybody. And whoever this is, I really do feel like, and you've been one of 3 signs too, that is dealing with somebody that you think is being, or you thought was being really legitimate with you. They were oh, I really like you, I could see us together, and they're not doing anything. So what the hell? You've seen this, this energy, so cut them loose. And this may be you cutting them loose, and the minute you shut that door, this window opens, right? So just think about that. And I think some of you know, you need to just cut it off. You need to be done. You're dating, you're single, that's the point. Some of you are talking to a few people, and they're just not, you need to wipe the slate clean and start over, because somebody's waiting for you and they want to come in. So there's just some quick movement. You need to make some action. You need to take some action. You need to, disconnect from some people. And it could be negative people in your life in general. It doesn't necessarily have to be a lover or somebody you're interested in. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, I feel like this is you wanting communication quickly. I feel like this might be your month to manifest a lot of things. So whatever you're telling the universe you want, just be careful, because it may actually come to fruition, and not be careful in a bad way. But, you know, if you're like thinking negatively, obviously you don't want to embody that and have that come back to you. But the Eight of Wands here is saying some sort of news could be coming in quickly for you. Again, some sort of communication. You know, I feel like some of you are on this precipice of, like you want to communicate or they want to communicate and you're that close or they're that close. I feel like a lot of you are kind of hiding out, like I said, not hiding out in a negative way, but in solitude. And for you, you're like, they're going to have to contact me. I won't contact them. Whatever they did, you're still harboring some sort of resentment or anger, and you're wanting them to communicate. And I feel like it's going to come. And I feel like, you know, that's why I said the precipice, because I feel like, you know, they're about to contact you, or they know you're about to contact them. It's like somebody is waiting for the communication and somebody's on the edge of doing it. But it's like you're waiting for it to come out. The next card you have is your distant past over the past 5-10 years. It could be throughout childhood. I always read this together for anybody looking to reconcile and anybody who is single, because it's usually a long, long time ago and not the person you're looking to reconcile with now or a person you're potentially dating. So the Three of Wands is an excellent card. This is goals. This is aspirations, looking forward. The thing about the Three of Wands here, this card is representing what the universe wants you to know this month about the past. Either if it's a positive connotated card, then it's something that the universe is saying, hey, bring this energy in and remember this, remember happy times, remember what you wanted. And if it's a negative connotated card, like the Ten of Swords or something, then it would be the universe reminding you not to repeat negative patterns. What's interesting here is either Aquarius or Scorpio got this card in the exact same placement. And I feel as strongly about it for you as I did for them. This card being here is the universe saying, look, Aries, you had goals and plans. Where the fuck are they? And what are you doing to get there? Like, where are these plans? You had goals. This isn't where you saw yourself. This isn't where you saw yourself at this point in your life, which is fine. Who can say, hey, I knew at my age where I am, I knew exactly where I was going to be. None of us. And if somebody says they are, then good luck to you. You know, hey, I want some of whatever you're ingesting as well. But the Three of Wands this is the universe saying, hey, by the way, you had amazing goals. You had things you wanted to do. If you wanted to get married, if you want to have kids, if you wanted just somebody to, you know, travel the globe with, whatever it is for you, because traditional is so non-traditional, which I love. It's not just about getting married and having babies anymore. There's so many different aspects of it. And the Three of Wands is saying, remember what it is you wanted. What have you wanted? Where did this disappear? Where did this, when did you lose sight of what it was you wanted, Aries? When did you lose sight of where you were going and your potential and what, you know, breaching your major potential? You guys are strong, fighting fire sign, right? So embrace that this month and understand. And I haven't lost my dream. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Anything is possible. And I know it's so cliche, but it's true. And this is the strong, I always like December to January, right? Because this is the strong point. This is when people actually for once believe in themselves again. And I know that sounds strange, but it's true. Somewhere along the year, we lose our focus or we lose our faith in ourselves. And December is like saying, okay, we're closing this chapter and we have the ability to open a chapter into whatever it is we want to move forward into. The next card you have is your immediate past over the past few weeks, past a month or so. So this is interesting because this is in direct conflict with this. So the Ten of Cups is joy, it's peace, it's family, it's everything you want. And again, you may not want a family. That doesn't have to be family, but that's just what it kind of represents. But whatever peace is to you or whatever joy is to you. Now the Ten of Cups says in the past few weeks, you may have seen that. So if you're single, I really do think a lot of you have dated or met somebody that makes you feel like this. At first they made you feel like this and now they make you feel like this. So cut them out. You don't need that crap in your life. It could also be that this is, you know, something that you pictured in your life and you're dating or, you know, trying to date and you're meeting people like this that are not organic. They're not, trustworthy. They're telling you what they think you want to hear instead of actually, being legitimate. And so for some of you, I really do feel like you met somebody you thought would be great in this position, or you came into dating again and it had been a while and now you're going, okay, this is crazy. Like, what am I doing? Everybody I'm meeting makes me feel like putting this wall up, makes me feel like defending myself or strategizing, or they're manipulative, etc. You get my point. So if you're single, don't worry. This energy will come back this month. Okay. It will come to fruition again this month, as far as, well, I said fruition. So for some of you, it will come to fruition in reality. And for some of you, it will you'll get on a better, even keeled playing field, feeling a little more emotionally balanced, or a little more positive and faithful in finding someone. If you're looking to reconcile, this is saying you do have this hope alive. Now, I feel like some of you may have gotten communication, or you found something else out about this person. You found out that they're seeing somebody else. You found out that they're lying. You found out that they lied about something else. So you're coming into this month with this energy. But what happened here? Because this 10 of Cups is you still having that belief, that hope. Now, for a lot of you, it may just be that you're going through the stages, right? Every time you break up or something bad happens, there's a stage of grief. There's a stage of anger. There's a stage of happiness. And so I feel like some of you were still in this headset, like, oh, everything's going to be great. We're still going to do amazing things. We're going to be together again. And then something happened and you're like, no. Or for some of you, it's a really recent breakup. So you were in this happy place a couple months ago. And this could represent, 3 or 4 months ago. It doesn't have to be last week or last month, but some of you were in a happy relationship that you thought was going somewhere. And now all of a sudden you're like, what's going on? Something changed and you're in this. So they cheated, they lied. It doesn't have to even be that serious. It could just be drama. But for some of you, it was some deception or manipulation. The next card you have is your distant future. So over the next month or two throughout, you guys are, I almost said you guys are an Aries sign, but you guys are a fire sign. And you have a lot of fire going on here. This is you, like I said, needing to remember the past. And I think that's great because this is you getting grounded again. But then you have the Queen of Wands here. This is somebody, male or female, who is full of ferocity and sensual and sexy, and people are attracted to this person, and there's confidence here, and they're on top of their game. They're magnetic. People are drawn to them. So if you're single, you're definitely going to have potential suitors coming in, and a lot of them are going to be interested in second date, third date, etc. But you have to have this, you don't have to do anything, but my suggestion is you need to have this confidence of the Queen, whether you're male or female. I don't associate sex with the cards, but you need to have this confidence of, I'm deserving of everything. I don't need this. Who is this over here thinking they can play me? Who is this over here thinking that they can ghost me, or that they can tell me, utter crap and expect me to sit around and fall for it? This is you, like, on top of your game, and knowing that this is coming in for you, knowing that you're going to have this. You just need to rebuild that confidence again. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, this is very similar. This is saying, look, whatever they put you through, you're bigger than that. You're better than that. If they want you, they better come and get you, and hard. So if you're cross-watching, I would not twist with this Aries this month, because I'm telling you what, they're going to be on fire. And if you want to be a part of their life, I would suggest coming in with these goals in mind, offering something, having, major, like, you better beef up your game, because Aries, I feel like if this person doesn't come towards you this month or in the next few weeks or so, you're going to be like, no, you know what? You had your chance. I felt like this for long enough. I thought we had this. Now I'm here, and where are you? I'm moving on to these goals. This is about Aries being Aries and allowing Aries to have their goals, and nothing's going to interfere. And eventually the distance between you two will do nothing but build you up. Yeah, there's sadness. There's this crap right here that makes you feel bad, and it's hard to breathe, and we all get choked up, and it's terrible. Nobody likes this situation, right? But at the end, you come out on top, and you know this, Aries. You know that in the end, you will survive and you will thrive, because fire signs thrive under pressure. They turn emotional baggage and sadness into something amazing. The next card you have is your immediate future. So the next few weeks, next month or two. So Page of Wands. All right. If you're single, this is definitely somebody coming in. So get rid of whatever this energy is. Don't feel bad. Don't sulk because, it doesn't seem like it's going great. The Page of Wands is a spark. It's a curiosity. It's also confidence. You have 2 confidence cards right here. Again, another fire sign card. So the Page of Wands is somebody definitely sparking your curiosity or sparking your interest. So pay attention. Like I said with this this ace, watch, Aries. Be very cognizant of what's around you this month, because there are signs that are going to be all around you. There will be signs, like, I feel like for Aries, and I can't remember the other sign. There's one other sign that I was like, hey, pay attention to the signs, because there is something here, or somebody in front of you, or somebody wants your attention, or somebody is interested in your attention. And like, you haven't you're not seeing it, or maybe you think they're a nice person or a friend, but like they have a thing for you, or you're going to meet somebody that you're kind of like, well, you're not my normal type, but I don't know, you might find out in a week or two, they're your exact type. You just never knew it. If you're looking to reconcile, this is communication. This is some sort of spark that comes. They're going to be thinking about you. It's the holidays here in the US. In other parts of the world, it's, the summer. So you're definitely on their mind, and they're definitely going to reach out. If they don't reach out this month, I'd be really surprised if they didn't reach out by the beginning of January. Because like I said, you're on this precipice. They're like, you're thinking about them. They're thinking about you. The connection's still there. And like, you want it to come quickly. And I feel like you're both on that precipice of like, and I don't know why that's a word tonight for me, but it is. You're both like, that gut feeling in your stomach where it's like, they're about to call you, or they know they really want to call you. Something's coming up. They're going to communicate with you. But do me a favor and like, try and keep this at bay. I know you're angry. I know you're disappointed. I know you're going to be like, Dr. They screwed. I know, but then why are you thinking about reconciliation? If you're not interested in that, then watch this for singles. But deep down, you care about them. There's a connection there. It's okay. People hurt people. It's not acceptable. It's not, you shouldn't be hurt. You shouldn't have to deal with that. But at the end of the day, if that's what you really want, you really care about this person, then, like level up a little bit on that. Okay. The next card you have is anything tangible that's going to happen in the month. So a situation that could present itself, could be in the beginning, middle, end. It could last for a day. It could last for an hour. Now you have the moon, which is Pisces card. So you may be dealing with a Pisces or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But the moon so be very careful this month with assuming the worst, whether you're single or looking to reconcile, or assuming something is that isn't. The thing about the moon is, I always use this analogy. It's like you're in the woods and you're under the moonlight, right? And there's this object way far ahead and you can't tell, is that a bear or is that a rock? Is that a bear that can eat my feet? Or is that like a giant rock and I shouldn't be scared? The thing about the Pisces card or the moon is that it's paranoia sometimes, or it's an illusion that you're being fed. So if you're single, this is saying, look, talk to people. Again, pay attention to those signs. Enjoy yourself and don't assume the worst. Just because you've been dealt this blow before, don't assume everybody's like that. But on the flip side of this, if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, then it's probably a duck. And then you need to know whether they're pulling the wool over your eyes or they're trying to. But I think you're in a position now this month, Aries, where you're more self-aware than ever because of this junk that you've dealt with. Whether you're still dealing with it or whether you dealt with it and you're just sick of it, I don't think you need to fear this moon, because I think your moon this month is going to be bright enough that you're going to see people for what they are. Now I just lost the word. Your intellect or your ability to read people is on point this month. Your instinct, that's it, is on point this month. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Just watch watch. People will tell you exactly who they are if you just pay attention and watch. Okay? Not listen, watch. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, this is a situation where, yes, they're going to communicate. Yes, you're going to have a conversation, but they're not going to necessarily tell you exactly what you need to hear. They're going to hold something back, or you are. In fact, I would almost flip this. And I hate to say that because don't play games. Games are stupid. But you don't need to tell them everything. Tell them what they need to know. If this person has really hurt you or angered you and what are you up to? Who are you dating? Are you talking? None of your business. Where's your end game? Up your game. Once you up your game, and if you want to be a part of my life, be a part of my life. But I'm not dealing with this shady business. And I hate to say it, but Pisces kind of has the moon card, which is a shady card. And it can be a shady card. It's like a mystery. You don't know what's really going on. And so if I were you, I would flip this and you be the mysterious one this time, because I feel like this person really needs to earn back your attention and time. You've spent a lot of time on this person, a lot of attention. And let me tell you, like, they're realizing it. And if they haven't realized it now, they'll realize it in the next month or so. Like, holy crap, I had it really good. Shame on you. Like, shame on you, whoever did wrong to Aries, because you're going to miss out on this if you don't get your act together. The next card you have is how you're feeling. And that makes perfect sense. This is the death card. Scorpio's card So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, yet another wine sign, another water sign. You have Pisces and Scorpio here. Now, the death card makes perfect sense to me here for you, Aries. This is how you're feeling throughout the month. Could be the beginning, middle, end. Hell, I hope it lasts the whole time. The death card is not about death. It's not about physical death. This is about change, transformation, rebirth. So if you're single, change from this, take this as a lesson. Whoever this is, you dealt with whatever crap you went through before that's kind of made you feel this negative nilly about dating and love and whatnot. Change it, transform your thoughts about it, because this right here has so much potential. It's not even funny. Now, again, this is a rebirth. So when I said that there could be somebody coming back, there could very well be somebody coming back. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, it's very similar. This is a rebirth. This is what you want. Keep that mentality, but keep it positive. Try and negate this. Like I said, this month is going to be very big for you. I'm repeating myself. My dad said I should have been a lawyer because I always repeat myself. But like, this is, you're going to be, whatever you do this month is going to reflect for the next couple of months. And so I think if you want the rebirth of this relationship, you need to think of it in an aspect of, I want this rebirth for this, not for this, for this. You need to be putting those vibes out into the universe going, okay, they screwed me over. But in the end, if we really love each other, I'm willing to give it a transformation if they can come in and, actually man or woman up. All right. As I mess everything up, the next card you have are your hopes, fears for the outcome of the month. And you have the Sun, which obviously we know is not a fear. This is a hope. This is faith. Keep faith alive. That's going along with what I'm saying here. Aries, this is Sun right here. This is you. This is Sun. Okay. Be the best Aries you can possibly be. If you're single, get out there, have fun. Not everybody's going to be, you're going to have tons of potential with this. Tons of potential suitors coming in. Get out there, have fun. Stop with the sword energy. I don't know why that card is irking me right now. I want to move it, but I'm going to leave it. The Sun card is saying, look, there is divine timing and there is self-awareness. And you need to be self-aware too, because yes, some people have treated you like crap, but you let them to a certain extent, Aries. So shame on them, but shame on you to a certain extent too, right? We all do it. I'm not one. I can't say that I haven't done it or I don't do it either. We all do, because our hope is the best in people. We hope that people are legitimate with us, and some people suck and they're not. You want to have a good year next year? Keep that momentum going. If you're looking to reconcile, it's very similar. If you have faith in this other person and you think you guys are meant to be, keep that momentum going. Keep that faith alive. Feel this energy, strive for this strength, strive for this couple that can be together. Transform yourself. Follow your own goals, okay? Make sure you don't get lost in the shuffle. This isn't about what they want. This is about what you want, and can they come into your life and you guys do it successfully, okay? That's the other thing, Aries. You need to make sure, like with this card, that you're focusing on you too. This isn't about what they're wanting. This isn't about what's best for them. It's about what's best for you, and then how can you guys do it together?